Okay, hello guys, and I'm Clement, or remember me. I'm the founder of Remember Us. Right now, I'm gonna guide you guys into the debate panel, project and community, real use case and utility, balance and chaos and hype. And right now, maybe we have like amazing speaker here. First of all, I want to say welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. Hope you guys have fun. And maybe we can start like from the project side, Edwin Monat first, Monat Foundation.
Introduction?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. Hi guys, nice to meet all of you. I'm Edwin from Monet Foundation. I'm part of the APEC BD team. I look after like Southeast Asia. Just a little bit more about Monet. If you guys are not aware, we are a layer 1 chain that is fully EVM compatible. What it means is that if you guys have been building on any EVM chains, BNB, Base, or Polygon, you can easily port over to Monet because of the tech stack compatibility. On a high level, we are a super performant chain. We can process around 10,000 transactions per second. So for context, Ethereum process around like 14, 15 transactions per second. So we are on a magnitude that is much higher, while at the same time being EVM compatible. So there's a lot more that I can share about Monet, but I shall stop here for now. You can check out our website, monet.xyz, for more info, or you can chat with me later on. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Right now we have like the other project side from Malaysia, Goldchau here.
Hi everyone, I'm Goldchau from Malaysia and also CEO of DI. Just a quick introduction about DI. So DI is backed up by Usecase Venture, DPNX, Linkfong Capital, Hashkey, and Draper Dragon. So in our team, we have Jeffron, the Usecase Venture founder, is our chairman, and William is the creator of ELC 721, who started the NFT. So just a quick about our ecosystem, we have compute power that we collab with the Hube Web2 company, and also we will come out our DI phone. So we will add in the ICO launchpad, OTC, UCAD, everything in our phone to the user. So we just buy the brand in the China, it's called VOD. So after that, we also got LLM, and also we have AI agent text. So this is the ecosystem about DI.
All right, awesome. Like right now, after this, we can hear from the community side here, maybe like from Junhyuk, from Hashtrip and Memecore.
Nice to meet you. I'm June, CEO and founder of Hashtrip and CEO of Memecore. Hashtrip is, we push out various products related to travel industries from the Web 2 side, and we're transitioning to Web 2.5 actually, where we do about multi-billion booking transactions every year and trying to onboard Web 3 communities right now. For Memecore, I'm a CEO at Memecore. We are a layer 1 protocol for meme ecosystem. We support various meme tokens as well as communities, try to engage and longevitize the meme tokens and meme communities right now. Previously, I managed the APEC side of Ledger, the hardware wallet and security company. I'm very glad to be here.
All right, thank you. And then right now, I think you guys should know this girl. She's also my friend from Indonesia, Vanessa from CoinKami. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa, aka Ross Chamomile. I'm a Web3 enthusiast and a project early investor. Currently, I'm building CoinKami. We are a education platform for crypto. We also have media and trading community. So yeah, if you want to check us, you can follow our social media, CoinKami on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Maybe we can start with the topics that really excited for me. And this is more into like the community side and the project side. Maybe first of all, like the question is like, how do you personally define real use case in the current Web3 landscape? Maybe let's start from the project side first. Edwin?
Sure. Yeah, so I think for how we define real use case, I think if everyone here, if you take a step back, let's say, what do you do on a daily basis? You use your phone for social media applications. You use your Apple Pay or use your credit card to make payments. These are things that you do on a daily basis. And if all these things can be settled and settled on chain, this is what I would feel like is a real use case. Transparently speaking, a lot of usage on the Web3 world, like DeFi trading, or like prediction markets, a lot of things are things that we don't really do on a daily basis. It is because it is there on the Web3 side, and we are all in the Web3 circle, that's why we are trying it out. But so more I'm looking at it from a lens of, without Web3, what are things that you do on a daily basis that Web3 can probably come in and solve. So if you link all this back, I think it draws back to like two key things. One, on the payment side of things, the payment also by extension, remittance as well. And then the other side would be like a lot of the RWA use cases that we see out there, tokenizing stocks, tokenizing machineries. Yeah, all these are different real world use cases that really touch our day-to-day lives.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, do you have like any thoughts again, like maybe from the community side first?
I'll go first, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, whenever people talk about real use case on Web3 is, if it has token to it, if the token value goes to 0, would you still use it? If yes, I'll say that's a real use case. I mean, for Hashtrip, for us, we don't have a token right now. Maybe we will in the future. I don't know if there's a real use case for it. However, we're implementing in blockchain because it actually implements like user behavior. For example, especially on the merchant side, because we can provide instant settlements, where typically on the Web2 side it takes 30 to 60 days to settle the payments for like the hotels and airlines. We also have that transparency layer as well, especially with invoice financing. We're using a permission chain for invoice financing for our corporate clients, settling around $25 million to $55 million a month. And we use that to kind of make the invoice financing very transparent for the banks. So we work with N-Chain in China side, using that with the bank to actually instantly settle the invoice financing. As it's very transparent that it is being used as it is for like hotel travels and such. So, things that where you can really say that yes, you are actually using the blockchain or tokens or the product for actual use case would be the way you say, yeah, there is a real use case for it.
Yeah. Sometimes like it's like kind of an X sometimes, right? Which one the products came from the community sites or the project sites as the founder, right? But I'm really curious, like, do you have any thoughts, Goldchau, about this one for the DI perspective?
So I think the real value, like we need to like provide a platform that can solve problem for the user or community for. So that's why we are planning to do a platform like we come out for the DI phone, because we know the news from China government, they are banning the RWA stablecoin. So that's why we coming up with Web3 form for the China community. We just straight buy the brand of the China phone VOD that is already have over 20K of user base. So just for our first batch. So we will start out the new batch for everyone that let the China people is very easy to access to the Web3. So we are doing the thing that solve the problem of the China right now.
Okay, you want to add it again?
No, I'm just curious. So does your China phone embed into all the daily lives of like China users, like the WePay, the Alipay?
Yes, they are included.
Okay, yeah, sometimes like, I don't know, like the product, because if like from community side, like Vanessa, right? Do you think like all the products here would be able to fit in your community as well? Yeah, what do you think?
Fit into my community, any
yeah.
products. So it's actually depends on the real use case. Is the project have real use case? Is actually solve feature for solving a problem or no? Because for our community, we want a product not only for hype, but we want a product that sustain, that can solve everyday or daily problem, and make everyone's life easier, faster, and more meaningful from the project. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like you trying to get like a mass adoption, people like using your technology, right? But sometimes it's like community, they more care about what they got, right? Like maybe Edwin, because the Moderator Foundation is like really good, right? On making the communities hype and building like something from the project side as well. But yeah, let's go ahead.
What do you want me to share?
Like I mean, like in terms of the building the communities, right? Sometimes it's how you guys value the communities by how you try to give them as appreciation or something like feedback.
I think community in crypto is like a big part because they really form like the very first initial set of user base that you guys will have. So Monet has been building for like 3 years, and we finally launched our mainnet 2 weeks ago. So the past 3 years of building, it was really building up a community, and these guys are also the ones that are trying out our applications during testnet and then giving us feedback. And of course, they do have expectation of like airdrop and rewards behind the scenes for all this hard work as well. So we do allocated some airdrop for our community members, the early guys. But then now if we look at it, post mainnet, there's also another part in terms of community. These are the guys that will continue to help to spread more about Monet to their friends. 1 to 10, 10 to 10 other friends, then we are spreading to more and more people. So these are, in our opinion, like this community are the ones that are loyal people that really love the technology, really love the community members. Actually, a lot of them, like for example, the Indonets, our Indonesian community, they become friends over the past 3 years. So they just stick around because they are here to meet their friends. After their day job, they come here and then they meet their friends. So and Monet is part of that ecosystem that brought them all together as friends. So we do see them as like our shining light, our ambassador that will continue to help to spread to more people to share awareness about like Monet as a chain. But that's just the starting point. From mainnet onwards, we need more people, we need more use case and more usage, and they will be the ones that helps out as the initial set of user base.
Okay, that's cool. And then maybe like from Hyuk, would you ever like share about how you build your real value? Start like from your Memecore or you start from the Memecore side, the communities, because I know. Oh, okay. So do you be able to share about your experience, how to build the value in terms of start from the community side, from the Memecore side, for example, to build that really value that everyone like real value and then try to adopt it?
I mean, community is there to want to support what you guys are doing. 2, also to really criticize and provide feedbacks. So we want to build a community around discussions of giving us a value or feedbacks as well. So we don't just want like say 90% discussions of a price. We don't want them to stay just because they're here for the airdrops. Because once you stop the airdrop, that means that if they disappear, right? If let's say that you're airdropping and that's the only reason that why they're part of your communities, then your product is budget fit, not market fit at all. So, having that community provide value or feedbacks on what your product is doing, how they feel about it, I'll be very careful on trying to build a community around that instead of a price discussion.
Okay, so, but what do you think about like, for example, like what Hugh said about like giving the airdrops, right? It's like sometimes they only care about I want to get like airdrops, not only like really value, like I want to contribute to the community. Yeah, what do you think, Goldchau?
So I think actually in the Web3 who come into Web3, they want to earn money. They actually expectation,
yes.
Your project is getting airdrop, so that's why I'm coming to farm. So I think as a project, you need to take care of this user. you need to continue to build your product to this user that you keep using until they can't like without them. So I think the product need to still need to focus on the product and let them know expectation of the token airdrop. So you keep building, provide the service that in the real life in the Web 2, like our phone, we provide the U card, OTC, so they can easy to use in the real in the Web 2. So I think the product is the thing foundation to take care to stay our user.
But how you define like this is my supporter, and then this is I think this is like one of my airdrops.
I think it's quite easy to define, like from Monet pre-mainnet and Monet post-mainnet, you can actually see a lot of user base or community members that left. But it is kind of expected. We are aware that there will be a chunk of community that will only be here for airdrop, and then they will leave. But we are aware of that. But right now, there are still people that are still here supporting Monet, and these are the guys that make us think that, okay, we made the right decision to support them, to incentivize whatever it may be. And they are also here to continue to help us, even without any benefit. Yeah.
Okay, got it. But Vanessa, like, what do you think? Like, how do you define affiliate projects, which is like there's a real value or utilities rather than only like narrative driven?
It's actually when you go to community and then you share a project there, you can see their reaction. Usually, like for hype project, they talk about, oh, what's the next gain? What is like a lot of assumption and speculation about the project, and then they're looking for 100x, 10x. But for the real project, yeah, I think they come because not only to farm point, let's say, not only to farm airdrop, but they actually like experience the real use case, the benefit. Like you go this, or you can earn this, you can learn about this or that. You get the real value with or without airdrop. I still want to use this project. I still want to be the part of this project. Yeah. So yeah, you actually can see from how the community react to the project.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts, man? You want to add it up?
I'm looking at this as an investor perspective as well, or trader perspective, or community perspective, whatever. But you know, when a project talks about a lot of like tokenomics, a lot of times more than actual use case or their actual explanation of the product, right? Compared to that, then you do get a sense that they're not here for the actual products or the real use case. They're just here to play the token game, right? That's one thing. The second is if they're following the whole like what's the latest meta, right? We went from the metaverse NFT, and then when NFT fell, we went to the phygital stuff. Now then we went to DeFi, finding all the trends, and then you look at some products where they pivoted completely from, say, whatever metaverse they were doing to now doing AI. I won't name projects, but we already know certain projects doing that. Then it just gives you a sense that they're not really building a real use case of product. They're not really building. Pivoting is fine, but you can kind of get a sense that they're just here to sell all the tokens to you.
Yeah, man. Like from experience, right? I came from like NFTs, and it was like really fun. Everyone, like, if you're a part of the communities, you were showing off, like, yo, I'm from here. I'm from Monet. I'm from Memecore, right? And I feel like right now it's like currently there's no much hype about it, like showing off like who you are, and they just like try to find the profits. And yeah, like that's what communities does, right? But how do you think about the statement like this?
Okay, happy to go first. I think a lot of what my friends over here has mentioned, like, is a lot of the users in the Web3 space, they are here for profits. They are here for some form of returns. That's why they are here to try out the different applications. Coming from Monet Foundation, I think we are in a privileged position as a layer 1 chain to be able to provide all that is needed. For crypto user, the DeFi protocols, the NFTs, the prediction markets, the consumer apps, the gaming apps, these are there. And each of these projects will have their own incentivization to attract the Web3 users. And then from the other lens, what we are here trying to solve, which is like the real world use case, and I think all of us here, what we are trying to do is to bring more people onto Web3. Not these guys that are over here, not you and I that are sitting in this room, but the people that are not in this room that is bringing them onto Web3 to use the Web3 products. And this is where I think more value will be seen from like down the road. So I don't really look at all this like hype or narrative, although it's there, but that is just like on and off. A lot of the real use case, which is the topic today, is like payments. Payment is a big part. Stablecoin is also a big part. A lot of the panel that happened previously is all about payments and stablecoin. All this, I think, is where meaningfully blockchain can come in and disrupt. Because you don't need to go through a third party to actually make payments happen. Everything can happen on chain. It is transparent. It is decentralized. And this can actually, I mean, you can transfer money, right? In a very seamless manner. And there's no longer a 24/5 business days. Because blockchain lives on. So it's like 24/7. You can always do remittance, payments. And this is where like real use case and bringing on board the next wave of users in a succinct and also quiet manner onto blockchain. I think that matters more. Yeah.
But actually, like, there's a lot of products right now in the space, right? How you like persuade like for the community side to use all the use case with all the competitors, right? Yeah.
You guys want to answer? I can share a lot more from Monet Foundation side as well.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's same as any other products, right? You're not trying to force whatever people or communities that you find to use your product. You find the right communities or right customers as well. I mean, incentivizing helps, of course, to break down the whole, lower the entry barrier for sure. But in the end, you're just you're just trying to focus on the problem that you're trying to solve. For example, for like Hashtrip, so our customers go anywhere from a retail customers, consumers, to enterprise companies. The problems usually are that they want someone to manage their travel plans for them. So we have like certain crypto exchange VIPs that we're handling, and we're providing concierge service for them. And they're looking for or just private concierge services. That's what we're doing. The byproduct is that because we also supply hotels directly to online travel agencies, our price tend to actually be cheaper than whatever you can find online. A lot of times we get those corporate rates. So, you have these communities that are also coming in and saying that, we want to use your product because the price is actually cheaper. But our focus is actually providing more of a simplified travel management, getting from people A to B. So we actually don't try to emphasize the fact that our price is cheaper, but emphasize, what kind of services that we can offer, what kind of problem we are solving. So, just understanding what your product does and what kind of market you want to go into, we just hyper focus on that market and, be very clear and transparent to our communities and our consumers that, where what our goal is, right? Providing those excellent services, making sure that when they book, they do get at the confirmations, making sure that our merchants get paid a lot faster than their typical 30, 60 days payment settlements, because we use the blockchain payment network. So yeah, just focusing on making sure that you are doing what you set out to do, that community understands that, and the community follows. It aligns with them, and the problem you're solving aligns with them, and they get onboarded to your product. Yeah.
Yeah, Goldchau, you wanna answer that one?
Yes, actually, I very agree that community is very important. So like we can't to force our community to go which product. Like the prediction market, the first one is poly market, opinion. So actually got a lot of project. We can't force our community to go to each to stay our community. So what we can do actually is our community lead. We need to take care of our community. So keep talking and keep to transparency to our community and like keep to collect the feedback what our product can improve. So we can keep changing and let the user use very suitable for them and until they come without our product. So I think this what we can do right now for our community.
Okay, Vanessa, you wanna adding something? It's like more how you fit the product. Okay. Like maybe like from the how you like what's like the responsibility do community leaders have in reducing misinformation or unrealistic promise?
From community side, yeah, I think community have to educate newcomers for every new projects and then give verified information and keep get in touch with the representative from the community so they can give update news, keep transparency, explain. For example, there's a rumor, right? Community representative from community can explain, is it true or wrong? And then I think not overhype, but deliver all the promises, all the values, and educate more people inside to use the product. Yeah, for me, education. Yeah.
Sometimes like if you're what's that like if you're using something right from the community side, right, they wanted to like make sure your product is not they're not like communicating really well because you're as a project you're only focused on your product, right? But how you make sure that you always transparency to the community side and you will deliver. I do this. I do make products. This, yeah, something like that.
I think it's very important from project to put one of community manager for our channel, like special, for example, for Moderator. Put a community manager inside our community, so everyone who contributed to Monad community, they can ask the community manager. They can do AMA, they can do anything that support that project and keep connect with our members.
Oh yeah, but how you to try to pick up the community managers, for example, because you need to deliver and then they need to understand your product first, like for the community manager. Are you gonna like picking up from the people that already supported you a lot, and how you define from you, Edwin, maybe?
From Monet side, on the Apex side, we have 2 community managers. They started off contributing as a community member, and then they were really contributing a lot, hosting events and everything in the early days of Monet building out. And then we just hired them, and then they become part of our community team, community lead. And that's what, like Vanessa mentioned, you need to really maintain open communication with these local guys. The reason why we have 2 guys in APEC in the community team, one in Thailand, one in Vietnam, is because they speak the local language. They are there being the bridge between the foundation and the community member. For your information, Thailand, Vietnam, as well as Indonesia are the 3 biggest communities that we have in Monet Foundation. So that is why we strategically hired people from locally to help out. Within Monet itself, there's a lot of ecosystem projects. Same thing within the ecosystem projects, they also hire from the community itself. Because hiring from within the community, you gives job opportunities. You also allow the people to actually, they are already familiar with each other. So easy for them to cross mingle and support each other. From foundation end, this community team, the two guys and also our headquarter community team, we all are in the same group meetings together where we disseminate information in a very transparent manner. We are all in Slack together. We communicate with each other at any point in time. So my community manager in Vietnam texts me almost like every 3 days if there's any issues. So it gets relayed up and then we communicate back down again. So
Okay.
yeah.
Are you guys only like pushing in the Asia side, or how is it? Like, are you guys only do the other region as well?
No, globally, but Asia is where we have a huge community. US as well, that's where our headquarters is. We are having a big push in LATAM market as well. That is like the plan for like next year.
Yeah, from the transparency. Yeah, like what do you think? Do you have like any response for this one?
No, I just want to talk about general like community management because this touches that. And I used to manage community before I even joined the web full-time Web3 like 8 years ago or whatever. Used to manage gaming community, but you know, in terms of Web3 communities, I mean, typically so communities have these like 3 simple layers. One's the knowledge, second's the culture, and third is the structure. So knowledge is where you get all those general information, like the pin notes on your Telegram app, where it says like 101s of whatever products or protocol like Monet it has. The culture is where you make sure that no one's shilling or trying to scam your communities, right? Making sure to say no 100% of times on those bad actors. As well as making sure that you know, asking questions is okay. There is no such thing as stupid questions, right? So that you know, people who not very outspoken community members can also participate and formal discussions as well. The third would be the structure, meaning that what kind of channels they can go to, what kind of participations they can do, and how they will be rewarded as well. So those simple 3 layers actually help build a proper community that you want that will provide that feedback loop so that you can provide a better product and services aligned with you know, your or timeline or milestones or your goals or so whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, well, awesome. And maybe Goldchau, like anything, how you define, how you manage your community from the projects.
Like go back to the question is like how to find a community lead in the community. So I think got few ways. The first way I think is you can check it out in your Discord or TG, or you can find it out in the chat. Who is the very active one and keep giving your feedback about your product. So I think the people is the right people that you can continue to communicate to them. Is it like you want to become a community and education some knowledge about product to him, so he can go to education to the other community member. So the second way is like you can find some like you share it out who want to become the ambassador of a project. So you can education the ambassador, so you can like show it teach education on the Twitter or TG to other community to know, got this product is good. Why good? Then you can explain why. So the third one is like what we are doing right now is each country and each page, we find a leader in each page. So the leader are bringing under the leader got a lot of community. So he's the one that take responsibility to education, what the product is doing, what can take the benefit from the project. So I think this is few ways that can find the community lead.
Yeah, got it. But actually, I'm thinking about like if there's a bull market and every price is going up, community will hype it up and like cheers, yay, let's go, and then people is active. But in the bear market, people's like not really active at all. But I'm like questioning how you guys try to maintain in this situation. Yeah, maybe do you have Vanessa? You want to go ahead?
Okay, sure. From community side, yeah, uh, we will looking for a project that can help us earn and gain benefit even if we entering bear market. For example, like a project, they not only have a coin, right? Let's say in bear market, all the PNL loss, right?
Yep.
Minus, but we still can keep the coin. We can keep the coin to get yield or more benefit from the projects. That's maybe one of good project for community.
Yeah, got it. Edwin, like you wanna go adding more?
I guess we have to remember that as a community leader or a foundation or a project, you have to understand that you are in control of the narratives inside the community. Like community leaders, they're basically a translator or for your foundation as well. So if you actually set the tone of, especially during the bull market, you're sharing whatever the token price or whatnot, that culture will start spreading, right? And it's very difficult to kind of reverse that, because once the bear market hits, they'll say, hey, why aren't you talking about the token anymore? You were talking about the token price just during the bull market as well. So making sure that you are fully in control of that of the discussions that you're doing in a community is very pivotal in a bull market as well. I know you want to celebrate, but kind of do it in a way that you talk about how your product has resulted because of the community's XY feedback. This is why C happened or Z happened, right? Talk about that instead of just saying, yeah, it's a bull market, that's why we're going out, like we're gonna go to the moon and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, like for the community, right? Sometimes they are like finding 10x, 20x. Then they're not thinking even the product, man, right? But yeah, Edwin, you want to talk something, right?
I mean, for a lot of people in the trenches, there's always 5, 10x that is out there. Even if you miss this one, you'll find the next one. So I will not address that too much. And to the point on like a bear market or bull market, I think Monet, I mean, the bull or the bear market is something that we cannot control. And as what June mentioned, what we can control from a foundation point of view is like the narrative, the tone that you set. So from Monet's perspective, even though we did not launch in the best time, but I mean, there isn't a best time to launch. So we just continue to build. Whatever the price is just a byproduct of that. There's a lot of noise in the market. There will be people that are not happy about what we do. There will also be people that are supportive about what we do. So as a foundation, we try not to entertain too much from a public-facing point of view. But of course, behind the scenes, we could be telling them the rationale of what is going on so they understand, and we can appease majority of them. So I think the key thing here is just to continue to build so that you have more accessibility, more use cases for our user base, our community to keep staying on and use. And for when like a bull market comes back, then I mean, we are the place that is the default because they have been using in the bear market. So that's our approach.
Yeah. You wanna?
Yeah, so I think it's everyone come to Web3, they want to take profit. If they lose, actually they will just put on the Twitter, just fuck the project, right? Like when they actually got a lot of people fired if the price going down. So I think this, we can't control it. So what we can control is like, we keep finding out the person that keep support us on our channel or project. So we find it out and keep taking care about them, keep provide the service that you have to these people that keep supporting you. So we taking care of them. So in bear market, what we can do actually is like, we host some event like Indonesia Blockchain Week, like host our offline event, community meetup. So we can collect up the community and stay together and education them. So bring more the Web2 people to come in to education them to join like Web3. So I think this is the bear market we can building.
Yes, bro, correct. Because I believe Web2 users want to learn about Web3s a lot. We're only like 9% from the total, right? And we quite early, right? And yeah, maybe like for the last word from you guys. Thank you for the discussion. Maybe like last word, man. Maybe start from Edwin.
Okay. So I think last words, or maybe two words, not two words, two sentences. One is do check out Monet. If you guys are not aware, you can feel free to reach out to me as well. The second thing is I think we are all still quite early in this space. You guys are here because you guys are a bit more interested in the Web3 space. And as what like Clement mentioned, we are still kind of early. I was just checking online just now before this session. I think there's 20 over million users in crypto users in Indonesia out of like 280, 290 million population. So it's only 10% penetration, and Indonesia is already one of the highest ones. So globally, we are still very under-penetrated in terms of crypto adoption. It will take years to come where crypto becomes more mainstream. So just be thankful that you and I here are still early. Have faith and keep building good product. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like time's is up. Maybe like we do a quick one.
Yeah, I think it's like everyone in this space, you need to, right now the market is down, right? So I think building your IP is the first thing that for everyone. So you need to make it out until people believe in you, is know what you're doing. Is people believe in what you believe in. So I think this, keep building in this space and continue. Your IP is your reputation.
Okay, reputation. Next one.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's very difficult to kind of just cancel out all the noise, not trying to follow the hype and trends. But I know there's a lot of builders here. If you just focus on trying to solve a problem or solve multiple problems where the users will come back despite the lack of airdrops or monetary incentives, I think you'll definitely provide values for the users, change the whole narrative of how general populations actually still think about the Web3 side, and onboard and change behaviors of a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa. Last one. Times.
Last word, yeah. For community, community and product, I think we need to prioritize clarity on how products work, on what is the next steps, and what's the problem. All transparent, so community and product can build connection, can build trust. That's we need for collaboration. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I mean, like collaboration between the community and projects is like the win-win solution, right? Okay, thank you guys for listening our panel session here. Maybe like taking picture after this one.
Sure.
All right,
Go ahead.
all right.
Okay. Take your time. Once again, thank you, Clement, for leading this discussion. Thank you so much, Edwin from Monet, Goldchau from AI Mining, Junhyuk, Hashtrip, Memecore, and Vanessa from CoinKami. Would you please step forward? Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Let's take a picture together. Thank you for such a fun, engaging discussion. Wow. Can we have a big round of applause once again for this youngster? Thank you once again, Clement, Edwin, Goldchau, Junhyuk, and also Vanessa.